Hey, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I've been doing this YouTube channel, Best of Us Investors, for about a year now, and we have about 55,000 subscribers. And we reach a group of people that include a lot of real estate agents, because I'm a real estate agent. That's how I really started this channel. And what I've recognized is there's going to be an opportunity for real estate agents to get off the treadmill that they've been on of showing buyers houses, trying to get listings, and actually taking advantage of a change that's going to happen in the real estate industry. It's all about the red states and the blue states. We've got blue states that are very expensive to live in. They reside on the northeast quarter of our country and on the western part of our country. We also then have the fact that we have a coronavirus that has changed the way people work. They don't any longer have to live where they work. We can communicate over the internet, and so therefore we're having a migration away from those blue states. People wanting to go home where they grew up or where their parents live or whatever. And they're going to realize that there's a very inexpensive asset that they can take advantage of, and that is real estate in the heartland of this country. It is a lot cheaper to live in the Midwest, the Southeast, the Rust Belt, the Southwest, a lot cheaper to live in Texas. So they're going to be moving, which is going to make the value of the real estate in those areas go up. You as a real estate agent then also are going to have the opportunity to recognize that there's going to be a fire sale of a lot of property, again, as a result of the coronavirus and the fact that people are falling behind on their mortgage payments, and the banks are going to foreclose, and the forbearance is coming off, and so real estate's going to come to market. You've got these two things happening at the same time. You've then got a third thing, and that is there are foreign investors who are seeing their currency devalue dramatically, and they want to get that currency out of their country. In the past, they used to go down to Miami and buy a penthouse on a high-rise building and not even furnish it and just park the money in that piece of real estate and hope it appreciates. You've also got a situation where you have the baby boomers retiring, and they don't want to play the stock market, and they are only getting a 0.5% return on their CD. And they're looking for some place to park their money in Des Moines, Iowa, that will give them a 5, 6, 7% return. That's real estate. So that's your opportunity. That's your opportunity to become educated in how you can service these three elements that are coming together. The investors, whether they be in the United States or foreign, who want to find a place to park their money, and whether it is to get appreciation and no income, or it is to get income and appreciation. Those are two elements for that are going to come into play. The other one is the migration from the blue states to the red states. So let's talk about what this might look like and how I might be able to help you not only learn how to service these new opportunities, but also how to get off the treadmill that you've been on as a real estate agent. So let's talk a little bit more about that. So, okay, we have these companies now. How can we, though, through technology, eliminate the middleman that brings the investors to the real estate in your community? How can we eliminate them? Well, what we can do is we can use this YouTube channel to speak directly to real estate agents to train them so that they can become knowledgeable of how this system works and actually be the person who identifies the property in the community and then makes it available to the local investors, or maybe even the foreign investors. So what we have to do is learn, first of all, what are the prime areas? What are the prime areas of your community where rental property is advantageous, and it's also profitable? Well, you can do that through your MLS, and I will be setting up a class to teach you exactly how to do that through your MLS, and then also identify who the current investors are who are seeking those properties. Because once you learn how to do it, you can actually become a conduit for those investors. In many cases, they're outside your city. In some cases, they're in your city. But they're buying, in the past 90 days, they've bought 15, 20 properties for cash, not for them, but for investors who are using them to find the properties in your community. Where our end objective is to take that investment company out of the picture and put you in direct contact with the investor, so the investor gets a better package and you get a better package, in that you make more money by not having to work through the current establishment of REITs and hedge funds who are driving all this. But as a real estate agent, you have to know how to do this. You have to have the software that you can go in and plug in the numbers. This is the sale price. This is the cap rate that the investor needs to get off of this to make it a good investment. This is the number you need to put in for vacancies. This is the number you need to put in for insurance, for taxes, and come down and say, present to your investor, this is what this house looks like. You also need to be in contact with a contractor, if it's a flip, that you can walk in and say, what is it going to cost me to make this house rentable? So you're going to become, as a real estate agent, the person who puts this whole thing together. Initially, you're going to work with the investors that are in place, but eventually, through this channel, who is going to speak to investors in your community, in Brazil, in Russia, in wherever, to say, hey, we have put together a network of real estate agents around the United States who can deal directly with you and provide you with everything you need to invest in U.S. rental property. Now, they're going to want to invest one of two ways. They're going to want to bring you their $500,000 and have you buy them 3 homes and pay cash for them and create income. But some people don't want income. They want appreciation and they want tax deduction. So in those cases, they're going to leverage up. They're going to take a mortgage out. They're going to actually put that thing where it doesn't make money, but it does appreciate, and they can depreciate it on their tax return, and they can write off the interest and expense on their tax return. So you got 2 different kind of investors. I need to teach you how to do this so that you can get off that treadmill you're on now as a real estate agent of go chase listings, go drive buyers around, and get in a position where what you're doing is identifying real estate for a backlog of investors that we're bringing to you so that you can facilitate the purchase of that property and then put them in touch with a management company to make it happen. So how are we going to do this? The first step is for me to talk to you personally, and that is I'm going to do a Zoom call with up to 50 of you. The first 50 of you that come to Best of Us Investors and sign up with your name and your email address, and then I'm going to send you a copy of our morning letter, and on that morning letter, it's going to give you a link to our Discord. At the Discord, you're going to find a membership area. You go in there and you sign up with your name, your city, the information we need to know that you're an active real estate agent. In order to keep the wannabes out, I'm going to charge you $30 for that first 50 to be on a video call, a Zoom call, where I'm going to explain this in more detail, and you're going to have the opportunity to ask questions and get answers on exactly how this is going to work, what it's going to cost you, and how we're going to create an association that works for everybody involved. That's going to be, again, sign up at bestofus.investors.com, go to the Discord, go to the membership, $30, a one-time charge, and you'll be invited to have a seat at the Zoom meeting. Now, the other side of this is, what if you're not a real estate agent, but you're an investor, and you want to take your $500,000 in savings that you have in a CD that's paying you 5% and move it up to maybe 6%, maybe 8% in your community. And how do you get in touch with the real estate agent that I'm training for you? That's going to be up to you to continue to watch these videos. And then at some point, I'm going to do a Zoom call with you. When I can tell you I've got the network in place to bring you in a position where you can make direct investment in your community, or if you're from Brazil or Venezuela or China, and you want to buy something in Birmingham, how you can contact with a realtor who can put you in the properties that you want to fulfill your need for a real estate investment. So that's the business that I'm putting together. Best of S Homes, to take advantage of what is about to change relative to the real estate industry. We've got people who want to move their money out of their country. We have people who want to move their money out of CDs or low returning bonds, and want to take advantage of the change in real estate that is about to happen. The other thing that is going to happen is the forbearance is going to go off, the foreclosure is going to go off, and we're going to have a lot of houses come to market that are going to be at fire sale prices. And you need to be in a position, whether you're an investor or you're a real estate agent, to take advantage of what's going to happen. So again, a Zoom meeting for 50 of you. You know where to go and how to make it happen. It's now, the ball is in your court.